In today's episode, Jordan asks, what are some marketing tips for home service businesses to know in 2019? So home service businesses, we're talking, junk removal, movers, cleaners, maintenance, house painting, anything that fits in the category of, hey, somebody's got to come to your house and do something at your house. These businesses, as a category, are all about location, meaning that they are concentrated in a geographic area, and because they are in the physical world, there is not a ton that you can do from a marketing perspective that should be global or national, in the sense that of there's no point in marketing to an area that you can't service, right? If you cannot service the state of California because your business is based in New York, why would you market there? Now, for thought leadership and inbound marketing, like content marketing, for example, it would be silly to put restrictions on your content, but anything that you pay for had better be within the area that you're focusing on, and your organic efforts should be focused on those areas as well. So, what are the different ways to do this? Well, think about all of the different channels that you have available to you. If you open up, for example, Google Analytics, and you look at the default channel groupings, what do you see there? You see search, you see social media, you see referral traffic, you see email marketing, affiliates, display advertising, pay-per-click advertising. This is essentially your blueprint for the channels, the types of things that you could be doing on a digital level. And then there's, of course, all of the local physical world level things as well. Real simple thing that people forget with local businesses, with businesses based in the physical world analog marketing still works, and in some cases may work even better. So real simple example, if you are a home service business that does cleaning, imagine taking out an ad, it's on a literal sheet of physical paper that gets taped to the top of pizza boxes that says, hey, if you don't want to throw this pizza box out, let us come do it for you. And it's maid service or whatever the thing is. It's an obvious logical product tie-in, right? This box is about to become trash. If you don't want trash in your house, have us come take it away. So don't discount local things, especially anything that's local direct, because these days, when you look at how much junk mail you get in your inbox versus what you get in the postal box out in front of your residence, you will probably get more actual eyeballs on a piece of direct mail because it's relatively rare compared to the swamp that is your inbox online. Now, in terms of the digital things you should be doing, if you are not set up with Google My Business, which is the Google local business listings, that's kind of stop number one, right? Make sure that your company is listed, that you've got your hours and all that stuff. Make sure you do that across any platform that allows you to declare where your business is located. So on your Facebook page, on your Instagram profile, on your YouTube profile, and on Google My Business. On any of the local business directories, you have the Yelps of the world and whatever other services that are the providers of information about local business. Make sure that your business is everywhere. Just go through, spend a couple days Googling for local business directories. Don't pay for anything, but anything where it is free, like Google My Business, for example, you got to go do it. On your website, one of the most critical things you can do for your website is to optimize it for local search, meaning that you need to have content about the areas that you serve and not the cheesy, just I've seen this on like a plumber's page where he just puts a long list of every city that he serves. That's like 1990s SEO. You want content that shows that you serve an area. And the easiest and best way to do that is actually testimonials from your existing customers within that area. So let's say you run a plumbing company, right? So you would have a page, one of many, on your testimonials, like Waltham area resident plumbing testimonial. And you have the video of your customer. You have the text of their testimonial. You have maybe the location, or at least the general neighborhood of where in that city that they are. And you're optimizing content and the testimonial at the same time. So you're kind of getting two birds with one stone. You get to promote the work that you've done, but also you get the location benefit. Make sure that you're using things like schema data and metadata to indicate to sites like Google and Bing and all the other search engines what your pages are about. If you go to schema.org, you can look up how to reference specific geographic traits on your website, like this is our postal address, this is our phone number, things. Anything that you can do that tells a search engine, here's what you need to know about us, our geography, our services, all that stuff. You want to do that on your site. It's essential to do that if you're a locally based business, because that's how search engines populate those, like they're called one boxes, where they, especially on Google, if you type in your company's name or plumbing company near me and you click on a result or a brand, it'll tell you all the information, like the hours and then the reviews and stuff like that. You want to solicit reviews. Make sure that you are asking people who are satisfied customers, and emphasis on satisfied customers, to review your site and give them links to the Yelps and the Googles and stuff of the world. Make sure they're satisfied customers first. One of the things the dumbest things I've ever seen is hotels will send you a guest survey form with no logic in it. And then it will immediately send you to TripAdvisor. So I went on to this one hotel I was staying at, had a unpleasant experience there, and reviewed their hotel, went through their survey feedback and said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied are you? 1, 1, 1, over and over again. And then at the end of the thing, it says, please leave a review on TripAdvisor. I'm like, you should have had some logic on there that said, if you rate anything under 8, don't send them to TripAdvisor. Call them and see what you can do to make things better. So instead, I left them a scathing review on TripAdvisor. So again, make sure that you use some logic, use some brains. If you have an unhappy customer, fix that first before you ask them to write a review. When you're doing stuff on social media, make sure that you are doing stuff that is location relevant. So if you can be creating content that is relevant to your business and also relevant to the area that you work in. So you could be putting up YouTube videos, for example, about problems that Boston area residents face with plumbing. Guess what? There are plumbing challenges that you'll have in Boston that you'll never have, for example, in San Diego. San Diego, you probably don't ever have to worry about your pipes freezing. In Boston, you sure do. So creating content that is relevant to the area that you serve and that is sort of the top concerns that your customers have. Easiest way to do that, take your smartphone, right? When you are out on the road doing your service, whatever your service is, take photos, take video, record yourself doing your work, and use that as your content for your marketing. So you have your phone out and you're doing your video thing and say like, okay, here is exactly what happens when you put silverware by accident down your garbage disposal in your sink, right? And how to clear it safely and all that stuff. So you're teaching people as you're doing the work, because in a lot of these home service businesses, you can tell people how to fix the problem, and that they're not going to do it. 99% of them are not going to do it. That's why they're hiring you. So you can publish the information to be helpful, to show that you know what you're talking about, that you demonstrate expertise, while full well knowing, yes, 1 or 2% of people are like, cool, I don't need to call in a plumber to fix this thing. I'll do it myself. Awesome. You probably don't want those people as customers anyway, because they'll nickel and dime you to death. You want the person who goes, wow, that's exactly the problem I have. I don't want to get my hands all dirty in the disposal. I'm going to call this plumber and ask them to come do it for me. They clearly know how to do it because they're showing me on the video. I'll have them do it. So a lot of different marketing tips for home service businesses, but focus on that local infrastructure work first. Get your tags and your analytics and your site and your channels all configured. Create content that demonstrates that you know what you're doing, and don't forget about the real world. The real world is incredibly powerful when it comes to marketing, because a lot of marketers have gotten lazy and have let the real world go. So, great question, Jordan. Fun question, and hopefully you find this useful. Leave any comments you have in the comments box below, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel and the newsletter, and I'll talk to you soon. Want help solving your company's data, analytics, and digital marketing problems? Visit trustinsights.ai today and let us know how we can help you.